This might be a little bit shorter because we are both tired and hungry.
Yes, we are.
But it's been a good day so far, babes.
It was a really fun day. I had such a good time.
We went on a hike this morning, and today started off a little bit weird for me. I was sleeping until 2:30 in the morning when I heard somebody honk their horn outside your window.
I heard that too, believe me. I was like half asleep, half awake. I was just like, what is going on? This person's crazy. It's like, doesn't he know that people are sleeping? It's like, oh, shut up. I'm serious. I'm like, who is that person? I want to yell at them and say, shut up. What are you doing?
Do that at some other point, but not so early in the morning.
I know. I was wondering if the guy was drunk.
Maybe.
I don't know. Like, he was just like, why would you be honking your horn when not a lot of people are driving that early in the morning?
I don't know.
Stupid.
I think he might have just been across the street, but who knows?
It was so annoying because I could hear it.
You fell back to sleep. I had a lot of trouble.
Yeah, it was
I may
really
have
annoying.
gotten like a couple more minutes of rest, but I was basically up after the honking.
Really?
Yeah, and excuse me. But I tried for a long time to fall asleep.
It was so annoying.
Eventually, I picked up my book, Team of Rivals, which is pretty good so far.
Did you tell me about that one? Because I don't remember hearing about it.
I'm not sure if I mentioned it here or not, but it's basically Doris Kearns Goodwin wrote the story of the people inside Lincoln's cabinet.
Okay.
So she talks about Seward, Chase, a couple other people, and Lincoln himself.
Uh-huh.
And she said that of all the people he was close to in that, world,
yeah,
Seward was the only one who had parents live long enough to see him become an adult.
Really?
Yeah. It's a pretty interesting book so far.
Wow. And the other ones lost their parents?
Yep. Because that was just common back then. The average life expectancy, I think, was 47.
That is really young.
Mm-hmm.
Even today, it's really young for someone to die.
Correct.
Wow.
I forgot to talk about another book I read this week, yesterday, babes.
Yeah.
That's when I forgot to mention it, but it's called The Last American Slave Ship, I think.
Huh.
That was super interesting. Basically, these two guys in...
Is this a fictional story?
No, this is a true story.
Okay.
In the South, make a bet. So... slavery was legal in the United States in 1860, but there were certain restrictions even in the South. So you couldn't just have a slave ship dock into an American port. It had to be people who were born into slavery. And these two rich guys made a bet. One of them was betting the other one, saying, hey, I can get a slave ship to go from here to Africa and then bring these people back here as cargo and product. And without getting caught or arrested.
Oh. And
he did it. The captain of the ship sunk it by placing dynamite on it. And basically, the explosions caused it to sink. Mm. So the author tells the story of the journey to and back from Africa, and also of some of the slaves who were on the ship. Because this obviously was only a couple years before, the Emancipation Proclamation. Mm-hmm. And he talked about how they couldn't just whip the African slaves like they would do to Americans.
Yeah.
Because they tried that with a couple different times, and each time they tried, all the African slaves would unite against the people doing the whipping.
Right. So they would be the one to have a united front.
Exactly, which is pretty interesting.
That's interesting. But what would the American slaves do? Were they not quick enough to get away from them before they whipped them? Or?
No, it's just that the African slaves weren't raised as slaves.
Okay. Yeah.
So they wouldn't take it.
They wouldn't take it, yeah.
Exactly. And basically a lot of the African slaves, what had happened was there was this village that a conquering tribe came to. Uh-huh. Like only a couple months before this American ship came there. And they just basically killed everybody in the tribe who didn't submit. Oh, wow. And those were mostly the people who were sent from Africa on the ship back to the U.S.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And the Civil War ends. Mm-hmm. a lot of the African slaves decide to open a place called Africa Town, which is basically their own little area.
Where?
I don't know why, but I want to say St. Louis, even though that can't be right.
Okay, I don't think so, but
yeah.
So it's kind of like a little Africa.
Exactly.
Okay.
And they govern it. It starts to get a little bit diluted as they have kids and grandkids.
So it starts to become a little bit differently.
A little bit more Americanized.
A little more Americanized.
Yeah, but Zora Neale Hurston interviewed one of the last survivors of the slave ship in 1927, and she took pictures of it, and apparently she wrote a book featuring this interview, but it didn't get released until like 3 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's kind of interesting.
Huh.
It's a really good book. The owner of the slave ship, his family to this day is still like super racist.
Even to this day?
Yeah, I'll give you a couple.
So generation after generation.
Let me give you a couple examples. In the book, they talk about how he started these paper mills near the African town, right?
Yeah.
And they interviewed one of his descendants, or not he, but his family did, because he died in like the 1890s. And I think the paper mill opened up in like the 30s or 40s. And they interviewed one of his descendants in 1967 because they also, next to the paper mills, they had all these low-cost housing. Mm-hmm. And one of his descendants said, well, we don't know what they would use tubs for, maybe to store their food. Making it seem like these people don't even clean.
Wow, what tubs are you talking?
The tubs in the homes that they built near the paper mills.
They don't think that they take a bath in there?
Now, granted, this was in 1967, but that ain't that long ago.
No, it's not.
And so the author found somebody who was a descendant of the slave ship owner.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And this guy said that he was in regular contact with his family. And everybody's been looking for the ship for the past, 150 plus years.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay? And we're going to get to it being found in a minute. But before it was found, the guy was talking to his family and starting to get to know him. And then he brought up, well, what if you donated some of your slave materials to maybe a museum that teaches about the evils of slavery?
Yeah.
And he said that as soon as he did that, the rest of the family cut off contact with him.
Whoa.
This was recently. This was within the last 6 years. And this
was their distant descendant that wasn't racist.
That was their distant descendant who wasn't racist, contacting the direct descendants of the guy who owned the slave ship.
That's a really good idea, actually.
Yeah.
Because people need to know about that.
So I want to tell you something kind of interesting that happened near the end of the book.
Okay.
The author, I forgot his name, but he had a history with scuba diving, and he knew the area really well. Mm-hmm. God, I wish I could remember where this is at, but you know how I am with details like that. I don't remember stuff.
You gotta be observant.
I know. They find the ship, and it took a lot of work, but they eventually did. Mm-hmm. And it makes national news, but I guess not in any, sources I know of.
Yeah.
And they find it in like 2018, I want to say.
Really?
Yep.
Still intact?
Still intact.
Wow.
Well, with a lot of damage. So it's not like a complete, completely together, but relatively intact, I should say.
That's like way over 100 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this story gets national headlines, somebody who is a distant descendant of the captain of the slave ship reaches out to the reporter. Mm-hmm. And this man was a Vietnam vet. He said that he had heard stories about this in his family, and he wanted to come to the African town and make a public apology. Mm-hmm. So the author picks him up. They go to the town, and he starts apologizing to everybody in the town. And first, which was really interesting, is the author put him in contact with some people who live there. And he starts...
that Africa town.
Yeah, which, again, has been gentrified a little bit. Mm-hmm. And he starts bonding with people, just talking about sports and whatnot. So he finally goes to the town. one of the people there wants him to go on stage at like the local school and just say this thing, but the guy was too choked up to do it.
Mm-hmm.
He ended up contacting everybody or a lot of people after he returned home to his wife and kids and said that outside of his marriage and the birth of his children, it was the most powerful day of his life.
And wait, I'm confused.
Go ahead.
He didn't go to the school.
He went to the school. He just didn't go on stage.
Oh.
Because it's like a national day of remembrance.
Okay.
But he would apologize to people just throughout the crowd and say, hey, just so you know, I'm the descendant of the captain of the slave ship who brought your relatives here. And I just want to say on behalf of my family, I'm sorry for what happened.
Right.
And he said almost universally people like hugged him and were great to him. And after he returned home, he wrote an email to the author saying that it was one of the most powerful days of his lives. And apparently he's still in contact with some people from that town. And they're talking about possibly going back to Africa.
Wow.
Where the slaves were captured and taken away to walk through the streets to show that there can be reconciliation. Now, the author also went to Africa.
Yeah.
And interviewed the descendants of the people who trapped these slaves and sold them to the white Americans.
Yeah.
And he said it was interesting because apparently...
So the people that were selling their own people.
They were selling, yeah, but the people that they sold were from a different tribe.
Okay, but they were still, yeah.
Yeah, and he said that apparently there's a king of this area, and that king said that he feels a lot of shame and regret that he's related to people who would basically sell off other human beings. And that shame is kind of passed down through the generations. So like the deeds of your ancestors stick with you. It's a really good book.
Is that what the two tribes believe, or how does that?
That's the conquering tribe. They decimated the other one. They killed.
Okay.
They either killed everybody from the other one, or the people who didn't kill. They sold off.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a good book.
So they felt really shame for that. Their past.
The descendant did.
Okay.
It's a really good book.
Wow.
How do you feel about what I just said?
Do I have to feel anything about it?
You don't have to feel anything.
I don't know. I just
you can be like, try what never happened, Bob's move on.
No, I never said that.
No, I'm just joking.
I'm not insensitive.
Okay.
No, I don't know what to say. This is the first time I'm hearing about it. That sounds like a really powerful book.
Yeah, and it also talked about how it talked about how racist the captain of the slave ship was. Yeah. So blacks get the right to vote in this country after the end of the Civil War. Mm-hmm. But there's a lot of Jim Crow laws. And these Africans, I sorry to phrase it like that, but you know what I mean, the African slaves.
You don't have to apologize. I know what you're talking about.
Okay. They wanted to vote in the first election where they could.
Yeah. In Africa?
No, in the U.S.
In the U.S., okay.
Yeah. The captain of the slave ship followed them around to different polling places and kept telling people that these aren't real Americans. They're African citizens trying to vote in our elections.
That they weren't legal.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
And technically he was right, but, they were slaves that you brought to this country, dude. You're the reason that they're illegally here.
Right. Yeah, I would agree with you on that one.
So what they did was... he's following them around to like 2 or 3 different polling places. They decided that instead of going to the next nearest spot to vote, they're going to go a couple of towns over, because even though it's going to take them longer, the other town is more populated. So there's a bunch of different polling places and he's not going to be able to hit each one. Plus it's going to throw him off guard because it's not the closest place. And that's how they were able to vote. And then it talked about how they had all these rights until like the 1890s, and then slowly Jim Crow started to take effect. That combined with the gentrification of just other people moving into the town. Now, it was mostly black people, but it was black people who didn't experience the same things as these people did. Yeah. And it was also their descendants. It was a really powerful
So it was like, it wasn't just black Americans, but Americans from Africa, or I'm sorry, Africans.
Yeah, and it was their kids.
Okay.
Too. So it's a good book.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes.
So, wow. That sounds like a really powerful book. Like, it doesn't have to be negative all the time.
No.
Yeah.
I hope you don't mind me reading that there. Jaylo?
Well, I mean, I can't really control what you read. You just read what you like.
Are you glad I read it, though?
I guess. Bless you.
Yeah.
Bless me. Rather.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's
that
okay.
was that just sometimes when I am getting ready to sneeze, there's no warning. It's just like achoo. Yeah. Achoo. 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 What? Achoo.
Achoo. We got out of bed early, babes.
Yeah. My alarm went off at 5:30. I was a little bit worried. Like, I didn't want to wake up at 6:30 because I was going to push it. And I thought, okay, maybe in a couple more minutes. So I think it was like 5:40-ish. And had some breakfast, got ready. So those bars that we ate this morning, Buzz, they are really, I mean, I like them, and they're good fuel for your body. I'm not sure what they put in it. I should check the ingredients online, but they're like, it's so good. They taste like granola bars, but they're actually good to eat before you exercise like that.
I would agree.
Yeah. Did you feel like you were you had a lot of energy today?
I did, for the most part. I'm starting to crash a little bit right now, but that's to be expected because of how little sleep I got last night.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. We left here, and I'm thinking it's super early. We're just going to be stuck at the commission. But then I remembered, well, actually, I remember this in bed. I didn't have my hat, and I lived close by. So we walked to my place.
Yeah, so we had a little bit of a walk before our walk, before our hike.
Listen to some Honey.
Yep.
Got the hat, a little bit of aloe vera. You use the bathroom. And then eventually we head back to the commission, head off and do our thing. It was fun. We usually do the hikes together.
Yeah, this is the first time I did a hike without you because I had 2 people as my guides this time. And I was like, oh, this is interesting because usually it's like one for each of us and they're standing in front of us. Which I'm not sure how that works, but it works. We usually hike with our 2 guides in front of us. But this is the first time where we were separated.
I don't know about you, but I had an amazing conversation.
Oh, I did too.
Okay.
I did too. Unfortunately, we lost the other guide because I think she got kind of caught up with another group.
Oh.
And we kind of went on our own little adventure, and she was thinking that maybe we were going the wrong way because we were looking for Overlook. What was it? Overlook. Whatever it's called.
Was it Overlook Park or no?
No. Overlook was a sign for the trail, Overlook Trail.
Okay.
And it just happened to be not too far from the visitor center. So we were heading in the right direction. We just thought we lost everybody because, but we had a really good conversation too about her sister's having twins. She has a nephew already, and now he's going to have 2 sisters.
Oh.
Yeah, just a lot of stuff. Like she told me that she used to teach overseas. She used to teach English abroad in South Korea and in Thailand.
Nice.
For like a couple of years, I think it was. Nice lady.
I went on the walk with this cancer doctor, and almost immediately we start talking about broadcasting. So get this. I think you were like way behind this because we were near the front of it.
Yeah.
The guy I was walking with used to live in Tennessee, and he volunteered with the Library for the Blind out there reading books.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
And he also participated in their radio service.
Cool.
Now he does stuff with KBOO.
Oh.
And we got into books. We were talking about, he's a fan of The Boys, which I like. And
like comic book?
He was a fan of the comic book and the TV show, or the graphic novel.
Okay.
And we also talked about Star Trek a fair amount. Stephen King came up.
Did he like Deep Space Nine? All of it?
He did, but his favorites are the original series and The Next Generation.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a really, really fun conversation. He told me that he treated like the last living World War I veteran who was 108 at the time.
Wow, when was
Yeah.
this?
This was in the early 2000s.
Crazy. This is when we were coming into our own.
That was an interesting story.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Wow.
yeah, it was cool talking about religion and you know, I get the sense that me and him were both super lib, which, you know, I don't mind talking to another lib.
Of course you wouldn't.
Good, you ain't bug.
We didn't talk about politics today because I didn't think it was the right time and it never came up.
Oh, but you know who he told me that he met and he was surprised was a nice guy?
Ooh.
He said that he met Newt Gingrich at an airport and that he actually kind of liked him as a person.
You know what? I don't know much about Newt Gingrich, but I do like his interviews a lot.
Oh.
He probably was. He probably was a nice guy. He just met him at the airport when he was waiting for his plane.
I think something like that.
Wow.
And he said, you know, I used to think that Newt Gingrich was the devil. And I said, no, you're wrong. It's Dick Cheney. And he's like, oh, good point.
I'm sorry. I'm slowly learning about the Cheney family.
Yep.
And you're right.
Yeah.
You are right.
Yep.
That guy has, there was a lot of people that died on his watch.
Absolutely.
You are right. You are absolutely right on that. And
Thank you.
I give credit where credit is due. You are absolutely right.
Thank you, babes. But but it was a really fun conversation. It was cool talking about Judaism, and getting his perspective on it. And, because he was raised Jewish, so I really
he's ethnically Jewish?
Yeah, but he's not practicing.
Unfortunately, that's what's happening in a lot of Jewish families. Is the kids that grow up in the States, especially, are not practicing Jews.
Oh, oy vey.
Oy vey.
Oy vey.
No, we didn't talk too deep about that, but we talked about like where we're from. She's originally from Portland, but she lived in San Diego and she also lived overseas.
Nice.
And I told her about living in Hawaii and that I like it a little bit humid, but not too dry.
Mm-hmm.
Not like super dry. Like, I don't know how Arizona is. I told her that the only thing I can compare it to is like Medford, Oregon in the summertime because it gets pretty dry there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, well, I haven't really been in a real desert, and I would imagine it's really hot.
Yeah, I would not want to grow up in Arizona.
I would not want to do that. Well, so then there's parts of Arizona that don't get that hot too.
Yeah, Flagstaff and whatnot.
Flagstaff, yeah.
But San Diego's cool. I like San Diego.
Yeah, she says that her sister was living in Rancho Cucamonga. Is it a Rancho Cucamonga, I think it was, and that's like in the close to San Diego area. And her sister was getting like her, I forgot what it was.
Isn't Rancho Cucamonga where they go to hide out in the Second Friday movie?
I don't remember. It's been a while.
Yeah, I saw it twice in theaters, but I don't know if I've revisited the film since then.
There was a TV movie that I think it was played on ABC, and Danica McKellar and Candace Cameron, when she was still on Full House.
Before she had the beret. Before
she was married to her husband. She was in a teen movie called Camp Cucamonga.
Oh?
Yeah. And I'm like, is there even a place called Cucamonga? And it's Rancho Cucamonga, California.
Yeah.
I think it's like in the San Diego area.
Oh, I got a dumb question for you about Kirk Cameron, her brother.
Why?
Well, I don't know if it's a dumb question, but I'm wondering. So I know he's a Christian because he talks about it a lot, but does he run his own ministry or does he go to like a church that somebody else pastors?
Well, he did have a show with Ray Comfort called Way of the Master.
I don't know who Ray Comfort is.
Ray Comfort is also an apologist, and he writes, he authors things, and he's had a show with Kirk Cameron where they do the man on the street thing, and they ask them about like what do they think sin is, and Do they know their Bible? Just questions like that, because they want to know where they are. And and I think Ray Comfort is from it was either Australia or New Zealand. But he's been, I mean, Kirk Cameron has been doing independent movies for other companies for a long time. And so has Kevin Sorbo has too. So it's don't underestimate the ones that are not in Hollywood, because some people have been able to make a living off of it.
I have heard that Kevin Sorbo is way off the deep end with this stuff.
No, he's not.
Oh.
No, I think you've heard wrong.
Oh.
Yeah. You might want to actually listen to his interviews with him and his wife before deciding whether you think he's a weirdo.
Oh.
Because I really think that he left Hollywood for a good reason.
I don't know, babes. But he's like an extreme devout Catholic, right?
He's not Catholic.
I thought he was. Maybe I heard that wrong.
No, he's not Catholic.
Okay.
No, he never talked about Catholicism.
Nice. Oh.
No, I think that just because he is very devout in his faith, I think people just automatically think he's crazy, because half of the country don't like Christians.
I don't know if I'd say that.
Yes, they don't. They do not.
Oh.
They do not. They would rather that we vanish off the face of our country.
Oh.
I'm serious.
Hmm?
I'm serious.
Okay. I got a dumb question for you.
Can we move on?
We will soon.
Let's talk about the movies we saw yesterday.
Yeah, because this is going to be a quick one, like we said at the beginning. But is Kirk Cameron good friends with Kevin Sorbo, or
I don't know.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised, because they both used to be in Hollywood, but I don't know.
There's that other dude who's super religious, the guy who played Buddy on Charles in Charge.
Oh yeah.
Did he have a show called like Bible Man or something?
It was a cartoon.
Okay.
That was Willie Ames. I heard that he's kind of struggled with some things in the past. Like I think now he's like is he like a financial consultant or something?
I don't know.
I don't even know what's up with this guy. It wouldn't surprise me if all three of them knew each other. Well, even Stephen Baldwin is obviously not in Hollywood anymore. So
yeah, they got him.
Bubs,
I mean, in a good way.
Come on, Bubs.
As a soldier for the Lord.
Well, good. There needs to be more people like that out there, Bubs.
Oh my goodness. Let me listen. Stop.
Did you see you're innocent?
I said, let me listen to you. Yeah, but I heard that Stephen Baldwin, and I don't know that this is true, babes. I've heard that he's a bit of a dumb guy.
Why? Because he's not in Hollywood anymore? He's not working with the secularists?
No, I've just heard that he isn't that intelligent.
Yeah, you heard about it, but do you know that for sure?
I don't know that for sure. I'm telling you what I heard.
Okay, well, maybe you should look at an interview.
Oh my goodness. I have heard him interviewed on Howard Stern a couple of times, but he didn't seem that bright.
That doesn't mean he isn't.
That
maybe he just didn't know what to say at the time.
That's possible too.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, you gotta give people some chances, you know.
Yeah.
You can't just dismiss them just because you think that they are stupid, or that maybe they're too religious to have a mind.
I don't know. I wonder what Kirk Cameron is like. Now, I have heard that Kirk Cameron is a nice guy in real life, and that's possible.
Yeah, I heard that too. He talks a lot with his wife in marriage conferences, because they've been married for a long time.
Oh, she used to be really attractive back in the day.
But did you know that she's adopted?
Chelsea Noble? I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either until I found out.
Wow.
But yeah, she's in her 50s now.
I don't know what she looks like now. It's possible she hit the wall, but I remember being pleasant, feeling very pleasant when looking at her on Growing Pains.
I know what that means.
Oh.
Can you say excited?
Showing.
I remember that.
Yes.
Wayne's World. Oh, such a fun movie.
But who knows? Maybe she's like one of the Golden Girls these days.
I don't think so. I don't know. I mean, what do I know? I can't see her.
Do they swear at all?
Bubs, come on.
I'm asking.
Stop asking me dumb questions.
Why is that a dumb question?
Because who cares?
I'm just curious, babe.
I don't know. I never met these people.
No, but you've heard them talk.
Bubs, why is it every time when there's a Christian person you hear about, you automatically think I know them? I don't.
I don't think you know them, but I think you've read
community.
Right, but I think you've read things about them, and you could probably give me some insight.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure maybe they've slipped up. I don't know. I don't care.
Oh.
Come on, Bubs.
Oh.
This is why our this is why our podcast is so interesting to some people. Sometimes I'm just like, oh, would you stop? Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I put the kibosh on that one.
I don't know how I feel about the whole Christian celebrity thing, but I guess, everybody needs a gig, and they can't work in acting in regular movies, and they can act on TVN and all that good stuff.
They don't always act on TV, or they don't always do anything on TV. And I honestly think I didn't watch like TVN movies because sometimes they'll air them, but some of them are just really, really bad.
Yeah.
The budget is bad. The acting is bad. I didn't watch them when I was a kid, but I've seen them, maybe a couple of them, like when they weren't having their shows on. And I'm like, oh, this is really bad.
What they need...
But now they have more... now they have Christian movies that people are actually watching.
Okay, that are good?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there's one called... There's a... remember that book you read, I Can Only Imagine? That was made into a movie?
That's a biography of that one dude,
Bart
right?
Millard.
Yeah.
The one from Mercy Me. And then there's another movie that I don't remember when it came out. It is about this Christian singer named Jeremy Camp called I Still Believe.
Okay.
And it was about him losing his first wife to cancer.
And it's a good film.
That's what I hear.
Okay.
There's the God's Not Dead films. I've seen both of them, and I think that they're good.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just hoping that these weren't recommended to you by the same person who said watch Saturday the 14th.
No. I've been hearing about them all over the place.
Nice.
I've been hearing about them on the radio. I've been hearing about them on TV. I mean, they're being shown, and then there's they're coming out with some good ones.
They need somebody like Quentin Tarantino to do a Christian themed movie.
Well, what's interesting? There is a Christian movie that it's called No Vacancy.
Okay.
And I think it's only being shown on SalemNow.com, I think it is. And you'll never guess who is part of the cast.
Quentin Tarantino?
No, not that.
Okay, let me see.
It's a woman.
It's a woman. And I'm a fan of her work.
It's two people.
2 women?
No, a man and a woman.
Okay, a man and a woman. I'm going to guess that there are celebrities who I know of.
Yes.
So let me think. Who do I know of? And I'm assuming from the way you phrase it that I'm going to think that these are relatively cool people. Well,
I don't know. I guess.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
Let me see. Who do I like in Hollywood? I'm going to guess Jack Quaid and the lady who plays Annie January on The Boys.
No, not those two.
Carl Urban.
No.
Okay.
No, they're nobody from The Boys. Okay. Nobody from The Boys. Nobody from BoJack Horseman.
Okay.
Nobody from The Wire.
I'm gonna guess Duncan Trussell.
No.
Joe Rogan.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna say it's got to be then Vivica A. Fox and Jim Carrey. Okay. All right.
No.
Yeah, I can't guess if you won't let me. Okay. John Travolta.
No. It's going to take you a minute.
One is a man and the other. Oh, I know.
What?
I know, because you wouldn't have said you'll never guess. I know. Julie Delphi and Ethan Hawke.
No. Oh my goodness. No. It's not from anybody from a movie that you would know of. That I could think of.
That I would know of. Then why would I care about
it's not anybody from any of the movies that we saw together, I'll say.
You got to tell me then.
Dean Cain and Sean Young.
Well, I knew that Dean Cain was conservative, except apparently...
I think he's like a conservative... didn't you say he was like a libertarian or something? I don't know.
Yeah, apparently he is in favor of gay marriage and legalizing weed. So, okay, I could rock with that a little bit. Sean Young it's always been known for being crazy, though.
Bubs, come on.
Ow! Ow.
I haven't done that yet. Hey, I'm just telling you, Bubs, she was picked for the movie.
Yeah, and she's apparently...
I don't know if she's a Christian. Believe me, I don't know. But
by the way, she was in the movie that we saw.
I know, Bubs.
But you said that these weren't people.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot about Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
Bubs, just let me tell my story and stop making comments about how crazy you think she is. I thought she was crazy in Ace Ventura.
Give me a kiss.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right, well then we got a tickle war.
No. Hey, okay.
Give me a kiss. Oh. Yeah, she's nutty.
I'm just saying, Bubs. Could you keep your comments to yourself?
Okay. Babes, I'm not going to say it here because I'm a good Christian man.
No, you're not.
Okay.
You're mocking boy.
No, okay.
I don't kiss mocking
Here's what I want to say.
Mocking boy.
Oh, a tickle?
Mocking boy. No,
right.
tickle.
But would you like to say Sean Young's quote about James Woods?
No, I don't.
Okay.
There's another Christian movie that had Robin, what's her name? Not Robin Williams.
Robin Givens?
Yes. She was in God's Not Dead too.
I think, babe, and you're not gonna
Stop.
You get this tickle all the time, babe.
Well, somebody's gonna have to keep you in line, Bubs. You know, if you can't say something nice, don't say it. Don't say nothing at all, Bubs. Don't you know that?
All right, well, let's retry this.
Ow.
Let's retry this. Oh, wow. Sean Young?
Adam's apple.
No.
Adam's apple. You're not being good, boy. Give me your arm. Give me your arm. Hey. Okay.
Tickle truce. All right, we got to kiss then. Give me a kiss. No. Give me a kiss or there's no tickle truce.
That's like my iPad.
Give me a kiss or there's no tickle truce.
Okay. Stop it then. Okay.
A lot of actors need work.
Okay. Whatevs. I'm just saying, Bubs. I didn't get any comments.
Okay. But what I was about to say, babes, was, or what I was kind of intimating at, or kind of said was, we need Quentin Tarantino to make a Christian-themed movie.
I doubt that he would.
I highly doubt that too. But you know what I mean? We need somebody cool to make like a cool Christian film.
First off, it isn't about how cool the actors are, because it has nothing to do with how cool the actors are.
Well, I don't want him to act in it. I want him to write and direct something.
Yeah, right.
What?
He's probably hostile to Christians.
I don't know that to be true.
Well, I don't know. I mean, From Dusk Till Dawn is pretty it mocks Christianity pretty much down the line here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't like Jacob? I thought Jacob was right.
No, I don't. I hated the whole movie.
Oh my goodness.
I told you that. I gave it a bad grade.
But you did like that part where he's like,
no. I didn't like any of it. I'm just thinking, why would you let me see this?
You told me you thought it was kind of funny where he's like, I'm a mean.
No, I never did.
Yeah, you told me you thought that was kind of funny.
Not as much as you did.
Oh my goodness. I love that movie.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
That movie was That movie was a defining movie of my childhood.
That's what heathens say too.
Oh my.
I'm just kidding.
I love you.
Heathen and a publican.
And a Republican?
A publican. That's different than a Republican.
Okay.
A publican is a tax collector.
Oh. Well, I love you, babes. I'm not going to make the comment.
Christian mocking.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that, babes.
No, that's you, Bubs.
Okay.
Stop it. I'll reach for your Adam's apple.
But you know what I mean. Wouldn't it be cool if, and it doesn't have to be Quentin Tarantino, but he's like the example that comes to mind, if he did a film, a Christian-based family movie, because it would draw in a whole new audience who could learn about the power of the Lord.
Well, first off, wait a minute though. They actually have to be Christians to write a movie like that.
Why?
Like this. Well, because wouldn't that be false advertisement? The people who wrote this movie are the Have you heard of the Irwin brothers or the Kendrick brothers?
No, I've heard of Kendrick Lamar.
No, a different person. The
brothers
Kendrick brothers have written movies, have written Christian-based movies, and the Irwin brothers, I believe I think they wrote No Vacancy. And they choose some people. Some of the people are from Hollywood, and some of the people are lesser known actors.
I want to give you a scenario. Let's say that I write a script to a Christian-themed movie. I don't change my beliefs, but I sell it to a Christian studio, and I don't know what the big Christian film production companies are. It gets made, and it becomes one of the highest grossing movies ever made. And people quote it all the time with, this film convinced me to convert to Christianity. But I don't change my personal beliefs. Would you be upset with me?
I would be like, why are you making this movie? Or you're not being honest with anybody.
But I would make the argument that when you're making a film, you're telling a story. And you need to be honest to the story, not necessarily your own personal beliefs.
I don't agree with that.
Wow.
I just think that if you're going to make a Christian movie, then it wouldn't make any sense if you were an atheist.
Oh?
I'm sorry, I just don't think that would work.
Okay.
It's false advertisement. It's false advertisement, and it almost would seem like you're trying to mock a community that you don't really understand.
Wow.
That's just my opinion.
So no Christianity films from Quentin Tarantino.
I don't think he would make one.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, it's kind of like with Mel Gibson. I mean, I know he directed The Passion of the Christ, but then a lot of the parts of his life he's been kind of struggling with. I don't know.
Anti-Semitic, racist guy who beats women.
And I'm sure there's I think he used to be Catholic or something. I don't know.
I believe that's how he was raised.
Yeah, and I would imagine that a lot of people in the Catholic Church is not very happy with that.
Yeah.
So I mean, they've been very unhappy with how Nancy Pelosi and Joe Biden were using their Catholicism as a way to I don't know, a way to spread their agenda around.
Who's been unhappy?
The Catholic Church hasn't been happy with Nancy Pelosi.
Well, I do not want to defend Nancy Pelosi because I don't like this woman on any level.
Not at all.
But I'm going to play devil's advocate, hold my nose, and defend her for a quick second. The Catholic Church also hides pedophiles. So the fact that this organization has an issue with Nancy Pelosi... Well,
hold on a minute. The only reason why I'm defending the Catholic... I think it was a Catholic bishop that was getting on her for supporting abortion, and in the Catholic Church, for the most part, they are against abortion.
Yeah,
and I think she was for something else, but I'm not saying that the Catholic Church is perfect by any means.
Okay,
but I'm saying that this one bishop came out and said, "Look, if you're going to say that you're Catholic, you might want to change some of your views."
And for real, I know Nancy Pelosi says she's pro-life. Or pro-choice rather. I have my doubts.
I think she is.
Well, look at how she tried to raise money for Henry Cuellar, who was a pro-life Democrat and also pro-gun rights.
I don't know anything about him.
Oh, yeah.
I heard that he's, I heard some, I'm trying to remember.
He's under investigation by the FBI is probably what you heard, which is true. Or maybe it got settled.
No, I didn't hear that. I thought it was something else, but I can't remember what it was off the top of my head.
And Nancy Pelosi, by the way, he wasn't the only Democrat. She defended him in the Democratic primaries when he was running against Jessica Cisneros, who is, from what I can tell, a pretty good progressive. But she chose to defend or to help raise money for a man who is against a woman's right to choose what she does with her own body. So I question Nancy Pelosi when she says that she's for women's rights. I'm not saying she isn't, but I'm saying there's reason to question that.
Well, there's other things that they questioned with her too. So I mean, it isn't just her. it isn't just that. I'm sure there's other stuff.
And don't forget, Joe Biden was trying to put pro-life judges on the state Supreme Court, and that's what the whole Andy Bashir controversy was about, because he exposed Joe Biden's emails.
I don't know. Joe Biden is so far gone that he actually thought that Jackie Walorski was in the audience.
That was not a good look for him.
No, it wasn't.
You know what else they said that he's doing on TYT?
What's he doing now? It doesn't surprise me.
You know how he forgave a little bit of student loan debt? Apparently he's trying to back off that. And there's like a couple million people who they thought were going to be covered by that, and the Biden administration is saying, no, we actually aren't going to cover those people. They still have to pay off this amount of money. And it's like, dude, we're in the middle of a recession.
Well, look, there's nothing that we can. I mean, I don't care what side you're on. But I think people are waking up and realizing that the Biden regime is you can't trust them. You can't work with Joe Biden because he's not going to work for anybody.
Unless your name is Mitch McConnell.
Bubs, who cares about Mitch McConnell?
Well, because he's Joe Biden's best friend.
You know what? I don't care about stupid Mitch. He needs to go away.
I agree with you, but I'm saying...
And it doesn't matter anymore because a lot of people want them both gone.
And I'm one of those people.
I know.
But Biden has done a few good things. I don't know if they're enough to justify being a Biden fan. And I don't think they are, to be honest. But he's done a few good things with unions. Not enough, but a few good things with unions. And I really like his choice of Ketanji Brown Jackson. I think she's a great...
Yeah, no, she's not. Because you have to look... I'm serious. You have to look into that sex offender she got off. Because this guy... had a light sentence because of her.
Yeah, but I also heard that because of state mandates, there was limits to what she could do.
She can't even answer a simple question about what a woman is because she was supposed to be for women's rights.
Well, but wait a second. Sarah Palin can't tell you what Mac is. Oh, what? Babes! Stop. Hold on. No. No, that's fair, babes. Sarah, why is it okay that Sarah Palin can't tell you what she reads, but yet Ketanji Brown Jackson is off for nothing.
Well, I mean, you have to take it into perspective. The left has always tried to make conservative people seem like the stupidest people in the world, and you can't sit there and say that that's and I was wrong about her myself. Actually, I was wrong about Sarah Palin. I thought that It's the opposite of what you think. I thought she was dumb, and I was wrong because the media made her look stupid, and the media made Barack Obama look like he was a black messiah when he was campaigning.
Okay, let me tell you something about Sarah Palin, and then we're going to move on.
I don't need to know about Sarah Palin. I've heard enough about it.
Hold on,
I heard enough about your side, Bubs.
Hold on, no.
Bubs, I don't need to hear about how Katie Couric asked these questions.
Real quick. Real quick.
No,
real quick, and then we can drop it. Babes, you gotta let me speak to you.
No.
Yeah. You know that I am not a fan... Babes, hold on. You gotta let me talk. You know that I'm not a fan of George W. Bush.
I know, you've said it many times ad nauseum.
Right. Having said that, I believe even George W. Bush could answer a question like, what types of newspapers do you read? But, even he could answer that. And you know that I'm not saying coming from this as a George Bush fan.
Yeah, but come on though. I mean, I didn't and granted I didn't hear that clip, so maybe I should look for it, but how many times has a mainstream media in the last 15 years, how many times have they taken a conservative and they've completely edited what they said, and you don't hear the exact words they said because they made it sound they made it fit their narrative that they thought that they were stupid.
We got to drop this, but I will say this. Sarah Palin never said that she was edited. She said that it was an ambush question. There's a difference. If she would have come out and said they edited my answer, maybe there'd be a little bit something to it, but she said that it was an ambush question.
Oh.
That's a big difference.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well,
again, George W. Bush could answer that question.
Well, we're not talking about George W. Bush.
No, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I'm not saying this as a George W. Bush fan, so you know that I think that's legit.
Okay.
Okay. Now we can move on because Jay was getting triggered again. No surprise.
No, it's
folks.
called being passionate about stuff, Bubs.
Oh,
There's a difference.
Oh.
I think trigger. I think the word trigger is such a buzzword now.
I know you do.
Bubs, let go of my hand, please.
Okay, please.
Oh. I'm not in the mood.
Oh no! Oh, why not?
No, I'm just kidding. Okay, well, we need to talk about the movies, Bubs.
Babes.
Yes.
You've taken us all the way around again, but yes, we will get to the movies now.
Okay.
Yes.
I've taken us all. I haven't.
Oh, by the way.
What?
Real quick, your girl, Marjorie Taylor Greene. I'm not going to talk too much about this, but she is on the market again, and there are rumors that she might want to date the good boy. How do you feel about this?
I laugh at that one.
What if she tries to go after the good boy?
Bub, she doesn't even know you. We're just lay people.
She doesn't know me, but she's definitely heard rumors.
Bubs, I don't think so.
No, you told me privately that if she tries to make a move on the good boy, you will not allow it.
The good boy meaning you?
Yeah.
You're not so good boy.
Oh, come on.
You're sometimes good boy.
I'm the never not good boy.
You're sometimes bad.
I'm the never not good boy, babes, but you will not allow that if Marjorie Taylor Greene.
I wouldn't allow any woman, especially any of your exes, try to take you away from me.
I have never dated Marjorie Taylor Greene to the best of my memory, although I do have a past.
No. You gotta let the lady grieve her marriage, because I you know what, I don't care what side you're on. I don't like hearing stories about people divorcing after years of marriage. It really breaks my heart.
This is not the first time that they've been separated, but I don't want to get into their marriage too much, but a scenario. She comes to you and says, Alana, we have word that, I won't do her right voice, that Donald Trump will not be running for president in 2024, and he has asked me to run in his place. So I got a chance to become the first female conservative president. But in order to do that, I'm going to have to date the good boy. What do you do?
I didn't know. I don't trust
you.
I don't trust you.
Nice.
Don't take him away from me.
Nice. So you won't even let her date the good boy if it's the difference between her becoming president or
No, I said get somebody else to help with your candidacy.
Okay. I like this, babes. I'm glad that there are limits.
Yeah, and I don't... and the one thing that I can certainly say that I'm critical of her on is that I do not like that she still supports Kevin McCarthy to be speaker.
And
I do not. I wish she would answer people's questions and say yes or no that she would support him or not.
And her Jewish lightning comments. And her claims that Ruth Bader Ginsburg was replaced by a clown. Babes.
Okay, let's move on now. Let's move on now.
She did say that, and it's on video.
Oh, I don't care.
You don't care, Bubs.
I don't.
You don't care, Bubs.
With those opinions, I really don't care. I mean, if I talk about her, all I want to care about is what she thinks about the what her stance on some political issues.
You don't care about her saying that Jewish people.
I don't care, Bubs. I don't care.
Bubs, we like anti-Semitism in the Republican Party.
Did I push you over the?
Yeah.
Sorry. Did I hurt you?
No. You're like, Bubs, we like anti-Semitism in all Republicans.
Bubs! You stop it now.
She is an anti-Semite, but give me a kiss.
No.
But that's why she will never date the good boy. Give me a kiss.
Let go of my hand, please.
Hold on. All right.
No, stop it.
Tickle truce?
Tickle truce. Stop it.
Give me a kiss.
My goodness.
What?
Silly boy.
Silly boy.
Silly boy.
The good boy made you dinner last night, babes.
Yes, it was really good. You brought over some homemade meatballs that you made. They turned out so good.
Yep.
Yeah. And granted, I supplied the hoagie rolls, but they were really good sandwiches.
I'm glad you liked it, babes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you can cook meatballs for me anytime.
That's right. I got those big balls.
Oh my goodness.
Of meat. Jaylo?
Yeah.
Tell me about a Cary Grant movie that we watched last night that has a weird title, so I don't remember how to
The
say it.
Bachelor and the Boby-Soxer.
Go ahead.
I won't say too much about the movie because I don't want to. I want people to watch it, but it's basically about this guy whose name is Richard Nugent, who got in trouble twice for being involved in a fight at the club. And he ends up running into Judge Margaret Turner. I forgot who plays her.
But she was good in it.
She is the legal guardian of her young high school sister, Susan Turner. And he gets out of court. So I guess she dismisses the case. He gets out of court. He ends up speaking at a high school assembly and meets Susan Turner, who's supposed to be in a relationship with this guy named Jerry White. Things get a little bit crazy because she wants to pose for him. She falls in love with him, blah, blah, blah.
And she's like 17.
Yeah, she's 17. And Margaret Turner gets to know Richard Nugent, and she kind of falls in love with him too.
Margaret is the older sister who's also a judge.
Yes. And even she fell for the guy, even though she thought she dismissed his case.
Yes.
And and then you got the district attorney that wanted to put Richard Nugent in prison, in jail. Are you sleepy?
I'm not sleepy, but I'm a little bit tired. Keep going.
Yeah, they put him in jail, and because when they were looking for him, because they found out that Susan was at his house, he punched the DA, not thinking that he was the DA. So a lot of things were just nuts. I can't tell you about the whole movie because I think
people should watch it.
People should watch it.
It's good though.
It's a really fun movie. I would give it a strong 7.
Would you recommend this to your family? And if so, how do you sell it to them?
This is about a judge that gets involved in a case, and it gets crazy when her young high school sister's in the mix.
I was telling you this morning, babes, or early in the afternoon, that the only thing I've seen Cary Grant in that I didn't really like that much was The Bishop's Wife.
Yeah, and you know, before I saw The Bishop's Wife, I saw the modern take on it called The Preacher's Wife, with Denzel Washington and Whitney Houston, and I tend to like that better because it made more sense to me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, good. And that one was directed by Penny Marshall, Jaylo, The Preacher's Wife.
Yeah, I thought that was a good movie.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
We watched a Jennifer Aniston movie last night.
Yes, we did. It's called The Iron Giant.
I've heard good things about this film.
Yeah.
And I remember when it came out in the 90s, I thought it was just some dumb kids movie. It's pretty good, though. It's the rough overview, and we're going to make this short because Alana's tired and she needs food. She needs to din.
Well, you're tired, too.
Okay, babes. It's, I think, based in the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
There is this robot from outer space who's huge, and he befriends a young boy.
Was it based in the 50s?
I believe so.
Oh, wow.
His mom is Jennifer Aniston. There is this government agent who's trying to find the giant because the giant ate his car. And the boy is also friends with this beatnik. Yeah,
and he has this junkyard.
Yeah, that's the basic plot of the movie.
Yes, it is. It's good. I think I liked The Bachelor and the Boby-Soxer better.
Okay. Because
the plot was really funny, and especially that one scene where they were going out for food and drinks at this restaurant, and there were people that had birthdays.
Yeah, that was great. I think I liked The Iron Giant slightly more, but not by much. It's close. Okay. They're both really good movies.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Good.
Would you tell your family to watch Iron Giant?
Oh yeah. I think if they like sci-fi movies, it wouldn't be hard to convince them to to watch it. And
Nice.
I mean, and it's one of those movies that I like where they thought, the kid thinks that this giant is going to hurt him, but they end up bonding really quickly.
Yeah.
And, even the beatnik thinks that this guy, this giant, was a really nice giant.
And the beatnik ends up doing the kid's mom.
Goodness, Bubs.
What? Am I lying?
They were dating, right?
That's the impression I got, is that they were married, actually.
They were married? They got married?
That's the impression I got. I could be wrong.
I don't know, Bubs.
Oh.
Yeah, Harry Connick Jr. and Jennifer Aniston.
There we go there, Jay. Well, so you liked it.
I did, yes. But I liked the Bachelor and the Boby-Soxer better.
Nice.
But that's just me.
Well, good. Well, babes, yeah. I know you want to get some food, so should we wrap this up?
Okay.
Okay, give me a kiss first.
Okay.
All right, everyone. Marjorie Taylor.
Oh my goodness.
Taylor Greene is not going to be able to date the good boy. But Alana is, so.
Oh my goodness.
Right. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.